are live. You guys took a successful long rest inside Mordekainen's mansion spell. But as you wake up, do your morning routine, get ready for another dangerous trip to the jungle, suddenly out into the mansion bursts out what Corin knows is a teleporter eater. They are creatures that consume mages, consume some of their spell slots, and then teleport them to somewhere completely different.
So are we sure these things are bad?
Yep.
Well, until they eat your
okay.
spell slots, and then they teleport you into a volcano or something.
No, I'm good as long as they kill the mages too.
And then he opens up, tentacles come out, the tongue comes out, grabs Kadolka, and then they're both gone.
Okay, well, Kadolka's dead. Unfortunately, that's pretty much what that means.
I restate my question. Are we sure?
I mean,
no, never mind.
And Samira looks like, I feel kinda offended that he didn't pick me. Should I be?
well, I mean, you'd only have like a cloak on and
This
like,
isn't
staff,
exactly
you know?
your plane. He points around.
Wait a second, and I'm going to bolt for the exit of the mansion. I'm going to fold up the workshop just in case this thing collapses around us. We end up stuck interdimensionally. I'm getting out of here.
Oh, it just boots us out. You don't have to. Most of these kind of house mansions or even huts do that. We should be all right, but I mean, your house might not. So you might want to close that up. Yeah.
Yeah, and I've also added the different armor for the day.
Well, unfortunately, with this happening, Kadolka is actually, if I'm being honest, unless she somehow survives, there's a good chance she does die from that. We could try to find her. We could get to my city and then try to find her after if she's still alive. But I mean, that's usually how a lot of the stronger spellcasters that wind up on this plane end up dying. Is they'll show up and then something will snatch her to figure out, sense its magical items or magic, and then gets eaten up pretty quick. So
Delka does not seem like the type to give up. She'll probably be fine.
yeah,
Or, be dead and we'll have to resurrect her tomorrow. We'll wait
yeah,
till
pretty
tomorrow,
much.
though. Or longer.
As you march your way out of the mansion, ready to travel again.
Before we had taken off, I had switched over to the Dwarven Plate. Could I have also, if anybody minds, so that we have it handy, I'll grab that. I believe it was called the Rod of Security. It's a non-attunement item that lets us basically go into a little extra dimensional space. Just so that we have it handy.
I don't mind.
I think Beauregard would have taken time with each magic item just the way he is to figure out our best plot. And this is what this does. We can take 199 people in for a day. Or it splits up based on that. And just in case, because our landowner is no longer with us, so...
that sounds like a great alternative to sleeping outside. And
that was my thoughts as soon as she was gone, was we're gonna need another safe place, and I'll just turn slowly to Samira, unless you can do this.
I'm gonna quickly look at her spell list.
looks at the 300 spells. Let's see. One cannons.
That's the fun of wizards.
I can cast the spell, but I do not have the right components with me.
Makes sense.
Because I need a miniature portal carved from ivory, a small piece of polished marble, and a tiny silver spoon. 3 items, and each of these items needs to be at least 5 gold worth.
Well, I don't. And then I kind of pat down my collection of insane materials. I'm like, nope. Yeah, let's keep the rod handy.
If I had my own spell component bag, or my own spell focus and equipment, I could definitely cast it, but now I'm a little bit handicapped. I'm truly sorry.
Makes sense. I've got my own component stuff, and then we've got all the ones we took off the various wizards we've slaughtered effectively whenever we went after the orbs.
Mm-hmm.
The ones while we're walking or whatever, could we be just seeing if anything pops up? I know they probably don't have it since there's a monetary value to them, but I think Beauregard would still be curious.
Also, those wizards weren't powerful enough to cast those spells.
Okay. Would have known because they didn't last, and I didn't let them cast anything. So, all right. I will be taking up the rear of the group just to keep things going, because I think our rogue is the best to take a lead.
And then...
Sure, sounds good.
2 hours go by without any problem. And then you stand next to a cliff from the downside, and you hear voices from above. Kneel! Kneel! Kneel before the army of the dead.
You gotta be kidding.
You there look like excellent specimens. Stand here in the middle and die and join our army. We need new numbers.
Would it be possible? We could try and run here if we want, but that requires some skedaddling. So, yeah. I mean, I'll kind of whisper back in the line here. It's like, hey, we could try to run away from this if y'all want to, but if not, we could also just kill these things and keep going.
Yeah, let's try and sneak away.
Sneak away?
We don't want to deal with you. You're
Well,
annoying.
we want to deal with you.
Too bad.
Stay here and run into the middle and die for us. Die for us.
Mm-mm.
I'll just quickly I'll be like, oh my gosh, what is that? And I'm just gonna point directly behind them, and then to try and get them to turn and look, and if they do, I'm gonna cast Fog Cloud, and then we're gonna try to run.
Go ahead and make a deception check.
Man, if my charisma was higher, ugh.
Let's see.
I say that adding a plus 15, but
You are lucky. 5 of them turn around.
amazing. I immediately smoke bomb style drop a fog cloud, and then I'm gonna quickly usher everyone in such a pattern that gives us the most cover as we get away from this area.
Alright, go ahead and make stealth checks. Well, Corin, you're good. And Sue is also good.
Disadvantage. Nope, because this is my magical armor now, so I'm at a normal roll.
Gonna be funny if Samiri gets left behind.
So it's actually the 26, not the 14, because I have advantage due to it being my magical armor, and disadvantage because of heavy armor. Roll 20 just automatically rolls me with a disadvantage.
And then it is Samira's turn. 8
Oh
fails.
my god.
Is there? Could I take? If I were to take a penalty or could I attempt to help her sneak away?
You could, but then you'd have to return back to the field. Because the escape rules basically count now.
Oh, I see. Oof. Well, if my fog cloud is still there, I'll do that. I'd be willing to try to run back in, get her out, and then try to escape.
Initiative is rolled.
Yeah, that's
the people
that's
are not on the map. The people, so Sue and do not roll initiative unless they want to return to the map.
All right. Corn, you want help with this, or you gonna handle it yourself? Because I'll go back if you want me to.
I mean, I'll try. I mean, I guess it depends on how this will work. Because if I can use my action to get her like off, then we're fine. But if we have to wait until her turn, then this gets a lot more difficult.
All right, I'll go. I'll go because I think I have one spell that'll help.
Alright. Then Sue is first. It requires your full movement to return back to the map.
Can I return back where I wish?
Everywhere in the lower parts.
So just okay. So yeah. I'll be over here then. That works.
Mm-hmm. Anything? You still have an actions and a bonus action. Do you want to use any of those?
Oh, absolutely. I'm gonna throw down a spell that will stick up if they do weird shit. Oh, this might work a little better than Fog Cloud. It's going to be Bones of the Earth, and I'm going to use it to break some line of sight. So I'm upcasting it. Let's see. I get a total of how many pillars for the first level? 6 pillars. So let me start drawing some pillars of Earth. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll even upcast it by a level. It gives me 2 additional pillars, so 7, and let's make it weird. Maybe they'll think something weird is going on. Put 8 there. There we go. That's my turn.
Then it is Corin's turn. So his full movement to get back.
Sure. But I can come back like here, right?
Yeah.
Technically. That's fine. I'll bonus action to get more movement so I can go to Samira. And I'll use my action to help her so she can get out of here.
She gets your dex bonus.
All right, yeah, and then yeah, we'll duck be behind these pillars, and that's it.
I don't think you even have to duck. They're like 30 feet high or something.
And they're still fog
cloud. Yeah, and there's still that's fine.
Well, once the fog cloud is gone, the pillars will remain, assuming they can dispel it all, because the pillars are not magical, anyway.
They can still dispel magic them though.
Shouldn't be able to because there's no effect going on, right?
Yes, it's still like if you cast Wall of Stone, for example,
Oh, okay.
still make it disappear. So any magical ability can be removed with Dispel Magic unless it specifically says in the text that it cannot be removed with Dispel Magic.
Oh, I tried. That's fine.
The first Death Tyrant's turn, and it will use its Dispel Magic ability on the Fog Cloud. Because that is a level 1 or level 2 ability, it succeeds without any problems. Then...
Yeah, it's like if the wall is stone, if you have it up for 10 minutes, then it's fine because then the stone walls are permanent. But then other than that, yeah, it's the same thing.
Then the next Death Tyrant shall attempt to remove the pillars.
It's been upcast to 7th level.
So DC 17.
Yep.
Fail.
Nice.
Then the next one shall attempt so as well.
Okay,
They're gone.
It bought time.
That took a couple of turns. Now I have to delete them without.
I could do it. Sorry about that.
And that was its turn. So as it ends its turn, the two others shall use their legendary action to fire away. Let's see which ray for the first one. Number 1, that is a charm ray. And then who is the target? 1-2 is Korin, 3-4 is Samira, 5-6 is Sue. Korin, you are getting hit by a charm ray. Wisdom save.
Oh, thank God it's wisdom. If it wasn't, that would have been terrible.
You make it. Alright, then what was the other one? That one. So many legendary actions. Number 4, which is the Slow Ray. Who will be the target? Korin!
Cool.
Dexterity saving throw. You made it. And that is that. So then now the next Death Tyrant all the way in the back. And that Death Tyrant will do 3 rays. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. And who shall be the targets? Alright, 2 rays on Samira, 1 on Korin. Number 8, the Petrification Ray on Samira. She has to make a dex save for that. She makes the dex save. Then then you have number 1, which is the Charm Ray, which will be a Wisdom save for her, which she makes. Now for Korin, it was number 3, which will be the Fair Ray, Wisdom save.
Is it 21? Because I have advantage on Int, Wisdom, and Charisma.
You make it. And then it is the end of this one's turn. And that means 3 of them will use their legendary actions. 3 more rays. So I'll do this more efficiently like this. 4 is a slowing ray. And that is on Samira. Another dexterity saving throw for her. This time she failed it. Target creature failed save. The target is slowed. Target speed is halved for 1 minute. In addition, the creature can't take reactions, and it can't take either an action or a bonus action on its turn. Not both. The creature can repeat the saving throw at the end of her turn.
Can she still attempt to escape with that on?
Yes.
Okay.
Now the second array that's coming. Number 8 for Corin. Petrification Ray. Dexterity saving throw. You make it. Now the last ray. 9. On Samira. That is a disintegration ray. She failed it. So she takes 48 force damage. Let's see. Then lower this one. And then it is Samira's turn, as she is slowed. Corin, do you need extra help to escape?
No,
Or
just
Sue?
it's fine. Just get out of here.
Okay. She slowly walks towards the edge. Attempts to grab Sue's hand. Does Sue allow that?
I mean, sure. I'm leaving in no turn anyway.
And she casts Dimension Door.
I figured.
And then that is one less 4th level spell slot. And a new save for her. Still failed it. She's still slowed, but that is the end of her turn. And that means Corin. 4 beams aimed at you. Let's see
got
which.
this.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
They're all disintegration beams.
7. Sleep Ray. Wisdom save.
Oh, fuck.
Made it.
A 20.
Number 2. 4. Slowing Ray. Dexterity save. Alright, made that. Then number 3. 6. Ah, there's no 6.
Nothing happens? Alright, well, I guess that's how it is.
What the hell? I'm gonna get out my monster manual.
That's funny.
I'm just picturing Corin having his John Woo moment.
That is a telekinetic ray. Strength save.
Oh, that's pretty bad. That might not go well.
I mean, that's a good roll.
Yeah.
18, you made it.
Okay.
And now it's, oh wait, first number lowerings from all those Death Tyrants. This one's now on 0, her legendary act. And now the turn of the actual Death Tyrant. We'll do Tree Rays on Corin. Number 1, 10, Death Ray, Dexterity saving throw. Made it. Number 2. Death Ray, dexterity saving throw. Made it. Number 3. Death Ray, dexterity
Oh my
saving
gosh.
throw.
Man wants me dead.
Made it. I imagine Corn
Jeez.
like rolling around and like black rays going out, destroying and killing plants next to him.
I wasn't lying when I said he had his John Woo moment.
Yeah.
And Sue, do you want out of initiative or do you want to return back to the map?
No, I'm good. He's on his way out.
And Corin, your turn.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna go straight here and get out of here.
Alright. Stealth check. Or another check.
Stealth check. Yeah, stealth check is stealth check is my second highest. My acrobatics, sleight of hand, and stealth are my highest checks.
Success as you sneak back to the rest of the party.
Do we have telesplicers now?
Good point.
Yeah, maybe.
Or at least me and Samira, since we both teleported away.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we're directly adjacent to the party when that happens.
To fuck up on her part. And my part, because I completely forgot about the telesplicers.
That's why this place sucks. You see what I'm saying?
Don't worry, I remember that we're all fucked up now.
I'll give you inspiration for telling me about the telesplicers.
Thank you. I'll take it. I'd rather fight 15 telesplicers than 5 death tyrants anyway.
Only one person failed to save. And as Beauregard sees from afar, Samira made the mistake of teleporting together with Sue.
Yeah, I'm picturing. I see her about. Oh, she's out of my range. Because I would have stopped her if she'd been within range. Then it's shit.
And then you see them surrounded by 15 telesplicers. I fucked up.
Yep. Aren't you still slowed?
Yes, she still is.
As much as I hate her in character, I love that reaction.
Roll me initiative again.
Alright.
Is this everyone then?
Well, you could just let them die if you wanted to.
Well, I just didn't know if I was. You said I saw it happen. I didn't know if I was allowed to be involved.
Yeah, you can roll. Corin can roll as well if they want to. They can all be like,
Sweet.
well, we're not fucking with the telesplicers.
As long as they're not those cat things, I'm good.
I think it's a fast teleslicer.
Oh, and so Yannick, I did not unattune to the spiky armor. I just switched armors
Okay.
because I didn't know what else to attune to. So I am still technically attuned to it. I needed that extra +1 I get from Soul of Artifice.
These teleslicers going ham with this initiative. This will be fun.
Well, they have a dex of 30.
Oh wow!
Yeah, everything
then
here
I'm
is
going to take
trash.
I'm going to take 5 minutes to put my new Leagues of Votan away. Then real quick.
First Teleslicer goes to Samira. And we'll try and cut at her. 16 will miss. But that will hit for 18 damage. And then she gets 1 wound. And then he is gonna try and leech on her. Leech misses. Next Teleslicer. We'll go towards Sue. Try and cut Sue. 26.
That'll hit.
Alright. 19.
Just hits.
Alright, that is and then a leech. 17
That
will
just
miss.
misses.
Yeah. So you take 25 damage and you have 2 wounds. Then the next Teleslicer will go towards here. And 1-2 is Sue. Goes for Samira. She'll cut at it. That misses. Cuts again, misses. And then Leech. Leech also misses. Then the next Teleslicer will go towards Sue. Try and cut. 23 will hit. 13 will miss. So that is 11 damage. And now a 3rd wound for Sue.
Gotcha.
And then it is an attempt at Leech. That misses.
Nope.
Then the next Teleslicer will move to here. Goes for... That will hit. That will miss. And that will hit. Doing 17 damage and 1 wound on her. And let's see, con save for her. She made it. Then the next Teleslicer. We'll move to 2. Cut. That'll hit. That'll hit as well. Doing 25 damage. Leech. The Leech will also hit. Doing a total of 29 damage and giving him 2 extra wounds. So that's 5 total.
And then a con save for the leech, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You do not get a level of exhaustion.
4 for the necrotic. There we go.
Then another Teleslicer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Goes to Sue. 13 misses. 28 will hit. And 14 will miss. So 13 damage and another wound. Now at 6 wounds. Then it is Corin's turn.
Oh boy. This is not looking good. Yeah, because there's a lot more to go before. Oof, anything. Yeah, I guess I could. Let me try and measure out real quick a AoE. Would this catch this guy over here, or I guess it would. Would this catch?
Well, we
would
work
this-
in. You're using
Oh,
the
sorry.
wrong thing. Because we work in boxes and not in circles.
Yeah.
What is the area of effect?
It is a 15-foot AoE. Let me
Yo,
leave
use
this.
this.
I like that we work in boxes.
It's the official rules.
Yeah.
There are no circles in 5e. Remember that.
Oh no,
All
it's
these
yeah, it's a 15-foot radius.
Yeah.
I can throw it up to 60 feet. I mean, that might be one of my yeah. I think because this hits the most, and they're kind of getting beat up pretty bad. So this is an attack, correct? I'm gonna take out my Death Fog grenade,
Yeah, that's an
and
action to throw.
I'll use that action to throw it right
We'll have
there.
to move closer.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. If I have 60 feet of movement on this turn. I'm sure I could get over there, and then you can throw it up to 60 feet. And if not, I can bonus action to get in range.
Alright, go ahead and roll the damage.
It is 20. So it says 20d6 poison necrotic fire. So I just roll one set of 20d6, correct? Okay.
And it's all those 3 damage types. Okay, so telesplicers have vulnerability to fire damage. So
Oh, nice.
regardless of what I roll for their save, they are going to die all. Because they don't even have that many hit points.
Yeah, and then, well, there goes
But
my Death Fog grenade.
Yes, but this thing does stay a stick here until a hard wind pushes it somewhere else.
Correct. Then I will, as my bonus action. Let me read this. Does that so it takes an action to throw that? Does that count as me attacking? Like not for
no,
the
no,
front.
no. It does not
for okay, because I was gonna say for sudden strike, but if not, then I'll just hide as a bonus action.
Mm-hmm. Don't want to
Not-
get caught by teleslicers.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright.
34, and that's
Yeah,
my
they
turn.
don't know where you are. Then the next teleslicer go up towards. And we'll try and cut. Miss. She will use a reaction to shield that.
She doesn't have one. She's slowed.
Oh yeah, you're right. Then that will hit for 13 damage. And then a leech will also hit, doing 15 damage total. And then a con save for made it. So that is that teleslicer's turn. He gets another wound. Then it is Sue's turn, who currently holds, I believe,
6 wounds.
6 wounds.
Damage time.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot.
And you take
Oh, that's scary, actually.
38 damage from your wounds.
Gotcha. Well, I'm not going to be able to fix them this round because I'm going to finish off the rest of these teleslicers. I'm going to move to here.
Mm-hmm.
Wild shape into a big monkey as a bonus action. Boop, 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 boop.
And that cures your wounds.
I don't know if they'll pop up when I go back out of monkey form, but for now it's a
Yes,
solution.
for now it is a fix.
Alright. Item interaction, can I pick up Samira?
Yes, you
Put her on my back. I do that. And I'll follow all that up with a cast of Toilet in there. So hopefully I can pull all these teleslicers into the vortex. I'm not looking to do damage. The big thing will do the damage for me. I'll just go for the high DC. So this will be with the sickle.
Alright.
So no fire damage on this.
What was the range of it again?
30-foot radius.
So you want to cast it like this.
Yeah, that'll work.
Mm-hmm.
And any creature that starts its turn there must make a strength save or be pulled 10 feet closer, which will lead them into the death fog.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's all on the
Alright.
turn.
Then it is a teleslicer's turn. Strength save.
DC 21.
Fails it.
Nope.
Comes into here. And with that, teleslicers only have 60 hit points. as they take vulnerability damage plus the damage from that bludgeoning effect. I'm gonna roll if they fail the save, they die.
That's fair.
It's like you would roll really, really badly if that wasn't the case. That's one down. Beauregard, your turn.
My question is, does this big area of effect block line of sight?
Nope.
Okay. And let me check the range on something here.
This is also
You
a
think
good
I
way
would
to
know?
keep the death fog at the same location.
Okay. I gotta measure 120 feet real quick. I don't think I can. Actually, I can. I'm going to, seeing that their wizard friend, my wizard compatriot, is affected by a magical effect, I'm going to just say a few hush words, and I better not regret this, and I will cast Dispel Magic on the slow.
Alright.
And being a wizard hunter, I would think it would be just the level 3 effect, but I don't know, so I'm only going to cast Dispel Magic at its base level.
And it succeeds.
Nice.
So it literally looks like somebody, like a raccoon ripping apart a paper bag as the magic rips off of her.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just like catch eyes with her for a second, and then I will use my bonus action.
Thank you! She tries to shout through the tornado, the maelstrom.
There's just no response. As I use the bonus action, she watches my energy field go up around me. Because I can still use that. So I'll have my 10 hit points. I assume since I switched armors, I didn't still have it active.
Mm-hmm. Alright, that is Beauregard's turn, so another Telesploser will try and strength its way out of it. Fails.
They have to roll a crit to make that save.
Fail. Samira's turn, so her wounds, she has 3 wounds. Takes 12 damage because of that. Does she have any?
Can I be reminded what it takes to get rid of a wound?
5 points of healing.
Okay, thank you.
She will... What will she do? What the ability she has? She will just chain lightning them. All of them except one. 3 failed it. That is her turn. Then the remaining, another Telesplicer. Let's see if they natural 20.
It can happen.
Yep. One comes out. And we'll cut the giant ape.
It has disadvantage.
27 will still hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
And 17 I think will also still hit.
Yep.
And then the leech. 24 will also hit, doing 25, 29 damage total. And a con save.
We have the same con score, so I may as well roll mine, because I have proficiency. Here we go. Oh, I roll a 1. Oh, no, I don't.
You have advantage for a reason, or?
No, but that's not a 1. That's a
Yeah.
14. That's still a failure,
14.
though.
That is still a failure. You get a level of exhaustion. And the telesplicer is fully restored.
Alright, so that's an additional 4 damage, and also I need to roll for
Yeah,
concentration.
three concentration checks.
Coming up. These are at advantage due to Warcaster. There you go.
All of those made. And the giant ape gets 2 wounds. And next teleslide. Strength save. Dies. The next one. Dies. Corin, your turn. Only 2 teleslicers left.
Yeah, I guess we'll just shoot at him. I'm gonna shoot this one first.
The non-wounded one. That put a hickey on the on the giant ape.
Yeah. But they're weak to fire, right? So.
Yeah. That'll hit.
So this is the fire longbow. So yeah, all that
is
fire
enough damage to kill it in 1 blow.
Yeah, and then for the weakened one, I'll make my 2 other attacks on him.
19 misses.
I'll use a point of lucky to reroll that.
22 will
22.
hit. And that will destroy that one. Because of wounds, I will let us remain in initiative. When the wounds are cured, the initiative is over.
Alright, that's all I'm doing. That's my turn. I'll
Alright.
bonus action hide, I guess, or something, just to... Yeah, in case other stuff pops up.
Alright, Sue. Your giant ape gets 2 wound injuries, takes 14 damage.
Alright. That's a bonus action. I'm gonna unwild shape.
Alright, you turn back into yourself and you do no longer have any wounds.
So they did go away.
Yes.
Awesome.
Your wild shape removes wounds.
Good to know. I'll move over to Samira, and I'll finish off the wounds. Let's see.
3 injuries, so she needs a minimum 15 healing to be completely,
It's my favorite spell.
zoom. She can actually get all that 70.
Alright,
She is no longer wounded. She gives you a hug. Thank you, thank you. I'm so sorry I put us in danger. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Snap decision. It happens.
I'm just so used to escaping things through teleportation. This place is horrible. And I miss my sister.
I just try to comfort her. There.
Thank you.
I'm gonna follow up on myself with an actual regeneration though, because I'm a little more hurt.
Mm-hmm.
I'll quickly get over to them.
Disappears, but the death fog area is still there.
Yeah, that's gonna be there.
A wind comes over and like goes over here, and you see all sorts of creatures dying in it.
That's fine. I mean, eventually, probably, what'll happen is someone will probably, something will come along. Someone will come along that might just be able to blow that out into space or out of here, or hell, maybe the environment might adapt to it and create something worse. You know, that's why this place sucks so much. But we'll see.
Anybody mind if it takes 5 minutes or something for the regeneration to kick up?
That's what this thing is for, and I'll pull out the rat of security. I'll share exactly what that does for everybody.
Yannick, do we get interrupted in the next 5 minutes?
No, you do not.
Alright, I'll heal the full then. 220 some damage. Those Shell Slicers, man, they're no joke. If only there was like a summon monstrosity spell. They'd be fun for that.
Is there anything left of those teleslicers, or were they just utterly destroyed?
Into the death fog and using fire to kill them? No.
Okay. I'm just wanting to eventually make sure I've got enough to make some handy little non-magical leafy gadgets. I've got ideas using my animate objects eventually.
All right. I'm good to continue on if you guys are.
Yeah, I'll lead the way as soon as we.
I'm so sorry that I did this. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just so used to magic working differently and always going my way, and then I'm off my game because of this place.
You're fine.
I mean, that's usually what
Honestly,
happens.
I would rather
you know?
fight 15 teleslices than spend another minute in front of those dead tyrant. They're kind of annoying.
I'm not sure what those big floating things were. I've never seen them before, but they seemed bad. I mean, you did what you had to do, but I'm
like the
going to
Lich
set
version of
something
a
up
hole.
because never heard of one. You just get a blank stare because they're not in his world.
Oh, this will be fun.
Um,
We get to tell
okay,
him all about
I'm-
the big floating testicle with eyeball stalks.
Effectively, without think, Forgotten Realms pre, what was it called? The Time of Troubles, pre-Time of Troubles, low magic, Forgotten Realms is effectively his world, combined with the Tyrants of Dark Sun.
Actually, I don't know much about him either. I'm certain this our new friend does. Samira, what can you tell us
I'm
about
going
those
to, though, while we're standing here, before you guys weren't up for this, but we keep getting separated. I'm setting up a telepathic bond in case we get disrupted from each other.
Okay.
Just in case.
A Death Tyrant is a evolution of a Beholder.
Let's start with that. I'm assuming it's a giant floating eyeball.
Yes, a Beholder is a fleshy version of what you just saw. They have abilities that if they look at you, magic stops functioning. All magic.
So like it would be the equivalent of like a wizard to a lich as a beholder to a death tyrant.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, liches, yeah, and I'll turn and look to Sue. They're the evil overlord tyrants that I was trained to kill.
A good example of what a Death Tyrant can do, instead of making anti-magic cones, a Death Tyrant, when it looks at your direction, you are unable to heal, and if you die in its gaze, you will be resurrected as an undead, forever bound to serve the Death Tyrant.
So this, just out of curiosity, this anti-magic gaze you mentioned, is that something that's innately to them, like an effect of their body, or basically saying if we kill one and I take something from it, because that's something I can take advantage of?
I have tried it a couple of times. I have not succeeded, but you definitely should try. Maybe you can crack the code. Me and my sister couldn't.
I'm
Also,
more
we don't
focused
like
on
the
the
idea of no magic, so we didn't really give it our all.
Well, I was trained to know magic things, although I use magic to know magic. It's a long, convoluted thing, but yeah. You seem to focus more on the magical side of creation, which is very cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'll like just show the shoulder-mounted thing I use that my wands go into. Like this is just a way for me to adapt to the use of magic. most of my things just allow me to use magic through a source. I don't have any. If I take all this stuff off, I don't have any connection to the arcane.
Whoa.
What that isn't innately part of me being me. But I guess
So
I'm getting
sad.
some
Magic's
connection to
great.
the. It's got its uses, but I guess I'm learning some connection to the divine, and I'll just cast guidance and let it float there in my hand for a second
Oh,
with
thank
its
you.
rainbowy colors.
Oh, it looks so pretty. Well, let's continue onwards.
No, you can pop the eyes out of a beholder's eyeball stalks and pickle them, and they're actually a good substitute for pickled eggs in most sandwiches.
They're also great to make magic gems.
The stalks,
Oh.
you could peel the stalks apart like string cheese. I don't know if you've ever had string cheese. And it'll make a nice little hair-like noodle.
Oh, that sounds delicious. Could you make some for me at some point?
Sure, I think I have some spare beholder somewhere in my storage. I have to go looking for it though.
Okay. Well, that is for something for tonight. Pick up beholder noodles! Yay! 1 hour passes.
I'm sure it's mentioned, but I'm going to keep everybody close just so they're within range of the Holy Avenger, in case we have to make saves.
This is the encounter that you really needed Kadoka for, and I love it that she's not here. This was especially designed for her to be very useful. As
We've got
you go
Kadoka light
into
behind us.
a somewhat more open plain, although it's not really an open plain. As you look downwards, you see that there is just tiny trees that come up to your ankle.
Oh, that's adorable.
But then, Corin, you're halfway through, you hear from afar. I have that
Right.
sound effect. Yes, I do. As it starts raining, and lightning strikes. And you hear the as then you see the creatures charging right at you. Stormbringers!
We're getting Zev Strikers.
Roll me initiative.
I rolled a 1. I'm too busy laughing. Now, what I'm actually doing is gushing about pickled beholder eyeballs. I'm not paying attention like I should.
Alright. The first Stormbringer. And with its speed, it will run towards Beauregard and try and trample him. 23 does not hit. next Stormbringer moves to here, has to dash here. Then the next Stormbringer moves to here and can attack 3 people. 1-2 is Beauregard, 3-4 is Sue. Goes for Corrin. Trample. 28. Will probably
That'll do
hit
it.
for 14 damage. Then the next one. This one has to dash to get here. And then the next one. This one can't reach you guys. Oh no, it has enough movement to dash and move around. And then it's Beauregard's turn as it starts. And there's a storm coming around you, and these creatures are called Stormbringers. Roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Is this a magical effect?
Yes.
All right.
You make it, so you take half the damage. As you take 39 lightning damage.
That's to my camp, and I take another 2.
Your mic is really bad, Beauregard.
Is it?
Yeah.
Let me. I'm not sure.
And now it's good again, but like it has like phases where it just suddenly starts going really bad, and it's been going. I don't know. It's been last session. It was also the case, and also in the other campaign as well. Like it has
It's only sometimes,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Let me throw on my headset because this is that new phone I had to get. Let me throw on my headset.
If it is a phone, I understand why it's bad because
yeah.
he's probably holding it then a certain way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just holding it like this. Can I just hold my turn till after Samira then while I set this up?
Sure. Or after Corrin. Then it is Corrin's turn. Dex save.
Is this dex save for half damage? Oh, okay. Alright, then that's fine then.
That is a failure.
Oh, jeez, a 23 is a failure? Yike. Oh, hold on. I have...
you
Here, I'll roll
take-
again. Still 23. So,
Still a
Oh,
half of
failure.
75, yeah.
Yeah, so that is half of 75 is 37.
Is this any better or worse?
Sounds like you're speaking through a tin can.
Well, shit. I may have to figure out through the computer. Okay.
I'm going to take my attacks. I'm going to target this Stormbringer first. I will...
So what you know about Stormbringers is, well, they bring the storm, and the more of them there are, the more powerful the storm is. So reducing their numbers makes storms weaker.
That makes sense. Yeah, I think I'll just try to stab him. Oh, just 27. Not that.
27 is a hit.
So there's that. Then he's marked, so I'll have advantage on this attack. And all attacks
Wait,
until the
wait.
start of my next turn. Oh,
As you attack the Stormbringer, they have an electric current. You take 17 lightning damage.
ouch.
20 damage.
Let's see. What we'll do then is I can bonus action. I can disengage and I'll go 5, 10, 20, 5, 30, 31, 40, 45, 50. And dead, I guess I'll try to shoot him with my bow. With my extra attack that I have my Dread Ambusher attack, which I'll shoot on the same one, and I'll be at advantage.
24 will hit. Doing 51, 52, 72 damage.
Then I will get my extra attack, and I'll shoot him.
26 will hit. Doing 49 damage, killing one of them. You
Great,
successfully weakened the storm.
Yeah, compared to the other 8 we got going. Or 10, whatever it is. And that'll be my turn.
Alright, then it is Samira. We'll have to make a dex save. She failed it. So she takes 81 lightning damage. She looks at everyone. Time for the big guns. Questionally.
Hey, if you got some guns, pull them out.
Karan,
Huh?
are you good at dodging?
Yes. To some extent, but yes.
Alright, Sue, get ready to heal Karan if necessary.
Okay. I can do that.
Meteor swarm.
Yeah, that'll do it.
So around
Ooh.
you.
I have to crit to pass this.
So, Beauregard, Sue, and Samira are safe for this. But she cannot cast it without not hitting Corin.
That's fine. We can... A DC 26 we can make.
I promise to glue you back together. Oh, you're fine.
He made
Yeah,
it,
take
he takes
that
no
thing, yeah.
damage. And any of those creatures that fail to save will die. That's already 4 dead. It's 1 survivor.
I thought DC was 26, not 23. Or was that a
It's a
crit? That's a
crit.
crit! I'm going blind. I can't even see the green text. Negative.
And 2 more. That was the big gun. And it also leaves like a field of destruction behind. As Corrin is completely unharmed after a meteor strike. And this one here is very injured, and that is Samira's turn. Beauregard, do you want to take your turn now?
Muted. Whoa.
Alright, then we'll give this little guy a turn. As it angrily runs to you guys. And let's see, 1-2 is Beauregard. Attempts to attack Beauregard, let's see. Oh, it actually hits him. Unless he does a, You wanna, can you type for us if you wanna use a silvery barbed Beauregard? This one's on a roll with the crits. I'm gonna take that as a no, so I'll just reduce the hit points for him.
Is this better or worse?
This is good.
Okay. I'm sorry. I had to completely reset stuff.
Ah.
All I heard was I'll just reduce his hit points. What was...
Basically, a Stormbringer charged right at you and rolled a natural 20, and I asked if you wanted to use silvery barbs, or if you wanted to
There's
take
only
the
one
14
left.
damage. Yeah, there's only one left. Samira used a Meteor Storm. Or Meteor Strike.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, no, I'll just let it hit me.
Alright, so then you take damage. I haven't reduced it yet from your hit points.
Okay,
That is
so
its
that'll
turn.
drop me to 227.
Yes, and then you may take your turn if you want to.
All right, so I do apologize about the. Now I'm using the microphone directly from the computer. I just will not have ready access to my thing to silence the cats until I figure out how to like use a quick key for that. But it's right next to me then.
Yes.
So
Are you saying something? 'Cause now we don't hear you anymore. Oh.
He's destroying that thing.
Oh yeah, that definitely hits. But we still,
like-
we still can't hear what you're saying, Beauregard.
It's like
but
the 4th crit in 5 minutes.
yeah, he's definitely dead.
I'm not sure what's going on.
Me neither.
You were able to hear me that time. Like I have to project for it to pick me up. I don't know. The original one you said it was sounding muffled in the background, or something.
Yeah, the first
Yeah, you
one,
moved
the first
away,
one when you were on your phone, you would suddenly have like really bad sound, and then would go
Oh,
away
okay.
again, and then the bad sound would be good, then would be bad again. And with the second attempt, you sounded like you were shouting from a pipe.
Okay, that was
this
the
one
headset.
sounds good occasionally, but then like just a moment ago, we didn't hear anything you said. If you said anything.
It might be a good idea to get a headset, man.
I'll go today before work and get a headset.
Yeah, you can get
And
some
I-
pretty cheap
gaming
ones that
headset.
aren't like too expensive. More than anything, that
I've
work
got a pretty
just fine.
good.
And
I've got a budget that I can be all right, but we'll see.
and as it is Sue's turn, he looks
all
around,
dead.
and it's like, oh, they're all dead, and the storm just ended, and the rain stopped.
Can I harvest this one?
Yeah, you can. You can all
Alright.
harvest.
I mean, the rest of them are probably more like juice.
Yeah, the
than-
ones that Samira killed, there's no harvesting them. So for
The one
magical
that I
bows-
killed,
So, Stormbringers, their tails are great crafting materials for making lightning-based magical items, or to recharge lightning-based magical items.
Oh, nice. I'll collect a bunch of them for
I don't know if there are a bunch of them.
Kind
Well,
of.
whichever is left. Yeah,
There's
just
two.
a whole
There's
bunch
two.
of them.
There are two corpses here.
Okay, well, at least one of them will be used if if our other companion is still alive, possibly. But who could say?
We'll harvest what I can from these. Looks like we'll be having tenderized Stormbringer for. Maybe I'll make it into some form of meat sauce. Get some tomatoes, some marinara to go with these heirlooms. That might be good.
So Stormbringers are actually pretty good to eat, Corin knows, but they do have one after effect, and that every time you take a bite from them, a new bite, there's still some electricity in them. So you go like, you take a bite, you do your first chew, and you go giggity.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
And if
like
you
eating
don't
Pop
chew,
Rocks.
yeah. So you get 2 tails and about, from each one, 30 pounds of meat.
I'll mark it. Make it 30 pounds meat. What I don't use for dinner tonight, I will turn into rations.
And you travel forward. Have 4 hours. Well, 4 hours of travel.
It's not too bad. We still got time.
Hmm.
Yeah, typically for the people that live here, a lot of what we've done is, the thing is, the people that grow here, that live here, just naturally grow strong very quickly. Like everyone that lives here as a native is incredibly powerful by default because, well, for instance, it's not just the people that can fight that are fighting a Tarrasque when it shows up, or fighting a dragon or some kind of beast or creature. Typically, what happens is, let's say you have like 20 people fighting it, and then you have another 20 that are actively fighting it as well, even though they're not very strong. And then when you defeat it, typically they gain a lot of, knowledge and skills based off that fight alone. And then, you do that a few times a day, like we are right now. Everyone, it's either you become strong or you die. So most people that live here are very, very powerful by default, anyhow, and that's how we live. But most of the other people that don't, well, I mean, you're dead. So it's just how it is. I.e., every native that lives here on this planet is by default getting so much EXP that everyone is powerful if you survive anyhow. Just from typical, like, hey, we've killed like 3 Tarrasques today, so this level 1 guy is now like level 15. So he's just around. And it's like, oh, okay, cool. Even though he's like very young.
What is EXP?
Yes, what is that?
Hmm? Eeks. Oh, just in the sense of like, that's a short phrase that we come up with for experience. I mean, like an example, how well, I know that Sue he's like married to a dragon or something. But, for a lot of us, fighting a dragon is very typical. So we count that as part of your just natural, like most people it's like, oh, you have puberty and you go on, and we count it in the sense of like, oh, well, how many dragons have you fought in the last month? And it's like, oh, we fought like 3 or 4, and it's like, oh, okay, that makes sense. And that's on track for your life. Even that you're like 8, by the time you hit 13, you should have killed like so many different creatures. By the time, most people, that's just life here.
As you move about a uh, dark pond of water, you see that there is something glowing underneath the pond of water for a moment, and then the glow stops, but there is more movement coming from the pond of water.
Kind of want to go in. I'm hoping
It's
it's
your
a kraken.
I mean, if you want to jump in there, I'm not going to stop you, but it's going to be real difficult to get you out.
Then, as you see the movement becoming stronger and stronger, out of the pond of water bursts a
Ugh.
two-handed creature with tentacle arms and baboon heads. As you hear a voice in your head, 2 voices speaking in unison. Where are my brothers? Where are our brothers? We were fighting them. We were fighting them! And we were winning. And we were winning! That damn drow ritual turned us against each other. The damn drow ritual turned us against each other! We should have been home. We should have been home! Now we're here. Now we're here!
You're
No,
not a
Lazarus-
kraken. I'm sad.
Out of the Abyss, this is the same Demogorgon from Out of the Abyss that you guys had the Demon Bull of. It was like, accidentally plopped in here instead of back in the abyss.
Well,
Looks at you
welcome to
guys.
Turbo Hell.
You must have summoned us here. It is
Is
your
there any
fault.
reaction from the Holy Avenger?
Sorry? Oh yeah,
Is
it
there
looks
a-
at it. It looks at it. It points at you, Beauregard, with its tentacles. You summoned us here. This is your fault.
I'd take blame if it was, but I'm willing to send you back where you go.
No, you would just send us somewhere else. Somewhere else! Somewhere else!
Are you guys able to hear me okay, though?
Yeah, no,
Yeah, we
Yeah,
hear you.
that's good.
This is the original phone that I had from the start of the campaign, so it will be specifically for this till I get a headset. After
Oh.
game, if you guys will send me some links.
We will rip you
We can do that.
apart, and then we will return home. Or maybe we will make a new home here. And rule. Rule from here! Rule from here!
Can I do something while he's carrying on?
You can attempt something.
Okay, I just preparatory on my fellows here, and I will upcast it to level 5 to get the three buddies of mine here.
That's nice.
I'm pretty good, but I want to get Sue, Samara, and Corin if they're willing.
They're definitely willing. You cast magic against me. You dare die.
Alright, here we go.
And I know the Holy Avenger isn't sentient, but I assume it's glowing.
That's a bad roll for a Demogorgon. Alright, Corin, you are first.
Well, we're gonna do a thing here where we run backwards. And then we're gonna
You
shoot
do
this.
get an opportunity attack.
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright, he will do an opportunity attack. Let's see. Which one will he use of the two? He will use his tentacle. No, he will use his tail. Escape from me! Stupid. They didn't even have it engaged there. Alright, let's see. I'll just roll a d20. That is a 21 to hit.
Well, the 21 does hit.
Alright. Then you take...
And whatever I take, I'll reduce by half.
That much bludgeoning damage, and then an additional that much necrotic damage. I'm gonna quickly make it for the tail.
Ow. And then I'm gonna shoot the Demogorgon in the face. Ooh, only a 20.
A 20 misses.
Second attack.
.28 will hit.
Comes out to 20 damage.
It is resistant to fire damage, so it becomes 14.
Gotcha. Then I will make my Dread Ambusher attack. and I'll try to use my other weapon. I will be at advantage now that I'm attacking him, since he's been marked.
I just realized that drawing a weapon does require an action as part of your action.
Oh, to switch, it's
Yeah.
not the weapon interaction? Okay, in that case, I will just continue to shoot him with my fire longbow, which it's the same, but I'll have to change it. There it is. That's fine.
That'll hit, doing 26 plus the sneak is 35, 55.
Bonus action attack. I will shoot him with sudden strike. Oof, too bad that doesn't count as sneak attack.
Doing 29, 37, and then 34 becomes 17.
All right. Well, that is my turn. He's marked, so until my next turn, all attacks against him have advantage, and that is my turn.
Then it is Samira who will do a disintegration at him. He fails the deck save, but decides to make it.
Legendary saves.
And then she will also skedaddle from here.
Good call.
Then it is the Wastrelif. And it will... It will move to here. Yeah. And she will throw a sprout right between Beauregard and Sue. Strength save. For both of you. For Sue, that is a failure.
Magical effect?
Yes.
Okay. So you would have had advantage, Sue.
Yeah, but then it would have still been in Beauregard
9 or
makes
6.
it. Beauregard takes half the acid damage. Sue takes the full acid damage. So Sue takes 22 acid damage. Beauregard 11. And Sue is pulled into here.
Nice. So 29. I'm actually going to absorb elements. Which I think could be done with acid. Yeah.
And then it is Beauregard's turn.
So there's just a nonchalant to Sue. You good?
I'm fine.
And then before you even respawn, he's already mid-air leaping towards the Demogorgon. Like, it was a question out of kindness more than intent to aid. The Holy Avenger out. Yeah, let's do what we do. And these attacks are at advantage? Because it's March, is what Corin said, I think?
Yes. 21 still misses.
At least we know that. Second attack.
24 will hit.
Okay, and I'm going to pump a level 4 smite into this.
Alright.
Which will become 5d8, which will become 6d8 because it's a demon.
That is 59 damage.
Plus the smite.
if you look at your thing, you already put a Divine Smite in there. Look.
Oh,
See?
well, it shouldn't have been, but okay.
So it's already, like you can see so some of the damage is already in there.
Yeah, so it's
But
59 total.
Yeah, it's not enough. Yeah, but it's not enough dice. Let's see. Now I'm gonna
Yeah.
do some math.
I owe you 2d8.
Yeah, 2d8 you already rolled, so I'm gonna take the first 2 from your thing that you rolled, so that is an additional 11. 25, 30, 70 damage.
Not bad for one swing.
Mm-hmm.
And I will bonus action throw up my temp shield. I'm down to 3 for the day.
Yes. Then it is Sue's turn.
Alright. Any being a turn effects I have to worry about with this sort of grapple?
No, it's not a grapple.
Oh, that's even better.
You just get pulled in there.
Well, I'm going to activate one of the few abilities that aren't specifically for druids. I'm going to use my spell Rat Tattoo of Blink. Cast Blink. So here's what Blink does. So
on 11 or higher, you're in a different plane.
Yep. It's specific. I don't think this is teleportation, because it's specifically moving between planes, but
we will discover.
We will find out, yeah. I'm about to either, summon all of the telesplicers, or I'm about to not do that. And then as a bonus action, this is... I'm going to follow that up with a Chronic Transformation. Which will do lots of stuff for me. But first things first, breath weapon. Could I have moved to here?
Didn't you already use your action, or can you use the
Chronic Transformation is a bonus action.
Okay, yeah, but you already used your action for the casting of Blink, right?
Oh, 2-leveled spells. That's right. Yep, so that won't work.
Good call. You can if you have defeat, but no, I said if you have the feat to cast a I don't know if you have the feat, but you have a feat that gives you 2-leveled spells in one turn, but you used your action to cast Blink. You used your bonus action to transform in the draconic form. And then the question is, do you need to use something else to do the breath?
No, the breath is part of the bonus action.
Okay, yeah, then you can just do it.
Cool.
60-foot cone.
Yep. Let me double check my feats though.
One of the homebrew feats that
it is one of the homebrew feats.
Yeah.
I'm just gotta figure out which one. I don't remember, and if I don't remember, I might not have it. That might be bad.
Rules. Let's see. Where are my feats? Focus casting.
Focus casting. Yep, I got it. Okay, 16. Plus 5 DC and I'm casting up. Yep, there it is. Okay, so follow that up with the 5th with the cones. So that's going to be there. Can I get them all?
Let's see. Yep, easily.
Alright.
They do have magic resistance, so they get the saves with advantage.
Gotcha.
Nope. One of them made it, one of them failed it. I assume it's halved?
Yep, I think so. Yep, half on a success.
They do have resistance to fire.
Force.
Oh, my bad. That they do not. Then the Demogorgon made it. Alright. And that is your turn then?
Yeah, so I'm gonna roll d20.
Mm-hmm.
I blink away to the ethereal plane.
And then you discover 3 telesplicers show up.
Oh, I've caused problems.
I will add them in the initiative at the end of the round.
I get. Then I wonder if when we're going to different demi-planes, does it just summon telesplices we're not noticing? Or...
When you cast the spell Magnificent Mansion and you move through it, then telesplicers show up.
Okay, but not when we leave. Gotcha.
Yeah. Maybe they were sick of it. Alright, and that was Suit. It is the Wash Trail. That will target Corin. And swims to here. Yeah, that's good enough. Corin, strength save.
Strength save. Let's see.
That is a failure. You take 16 acid damage as you're pulled into the water. And that is its turn. Then it is Demogorgon's turn. Demogorgon knows that Corin heard it a lot, so it will use its incredible fast swim speed to swim to here. Beauregard, you may take an opportunity attack.
I will if I'm allowed. And since it's still not Corin's turn, is this still at advantage?
Correct.
Yeah. 27 will hit.
All right, we'll do it right this time. I will owe you an additional D8 because this will be another level 4 smite. So I'm just selecting the right stuff here.
All right.
So clicking that, and I will owe you a D8 because he's a demon.
All right. That is 38, 42, 52 damage. And now, Demogorgon will attack Corin, and because Corin is underwater, Demogorgon's natural area fighting, he has advantage on the attacks. First attack. That will definitely hit.
Yeah.
For 42 damage and a Constitution save.
Oh, that's not good.
Reducing your maximum hit points by that amount. That is a failure. So record what your maximum normally is.
Yeah.
And then lower it by that. Now the second attack of Demogorgon. Another tentacle. 27.
Yeah, that also hit.
For 43 damage and another con save.
Whew, 43? Oh boy. And another con save.
And with a natural 20, your maximum is not reduced. That was Demogorgon's turn. Corin, your turn.
Ooh, wow. So am I wrapped up by this thing?
No,
or am I just
it's
in
not
the water?
It's not a grapple, you're just in the water.
Okay, that's fine. So I have a swimming speed of 40, so I'm gonna disengage as my bonus action, and I'm gonna come to here. Yikes, and get out. So that take 10. So I have 40 feet left. Oof, we're just gonna try and get as far away as we can. Oh, that might have been a little too far. No, we're fine. I'll take my bow. I'll try to shoot the Demogorgon in the face.
Alright.
It might not do much because there's no way to trigger sneak attack on this, so rip. And I can't switch, so that'll just be normal.
That misses.
Second attack.
Forgot to roll
Ah.
the initiative for the Teleslicers.
Oh yeah, but I'll do that right now. Doing 13. The Demogorgon does have resistance to fire, so 23 damage. Just so
Well-
you know that you can switch out if you haven't fired yet with your current bow. You can switch out with the bows.
I see. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I will keep that in mind. Well, if I get pulled back into the water, it might be wraps for me. But yep, that's my turn.
All right, now roll the telescope. All right, then it is Samira's turn. Will do. That doesn't work. She doesn't want to do that. That's too dangerous. She says she will deal with the telesplicers, so she will do an ice storm on them. At level 5. As she walks towards them. They all made the save. So that becomes 8 and 20 damage to all of them. Also the wash tree.
Can I get an area of effect circle to see that?
Sorry?
Could you put down an area of effect? Because I think this lasts, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. Difficult
Thanks.
to...
I don't want to pop into it and take some ice damage.
Let me check what the actual range is. Now for the wash trail. Fills it, so it takes the full. But has resistance to cold, so that becomes 22 damage. Then it is the... No. Demogorgon will take its legendary action. And one of its heads will look at Beauregard. And let's see which one it is. And this voice says, "Obey! Obey! Obey!" Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw, Beauregard.
All right.
You do not obey.
I look like I start to, and the eyes fog over, and I just look up, grinning at him.
Now it is the wash trill's turn. It will swim out of the ice. And then it will throw a sprout at Beauregard. Strength save. Looking at that Holy Avenger. Made it, so you take half the damage. You take 10 acid damage. So, you know, Demogorgon, second legendary action. Since Beauregard did not obey, he's going to try and hit Beauregard with his tail. .33 to hit.
Shield.
Alright, now it is Sue's turn.
Alright, at the start of my turn, I will appear within 10 feet of where I left.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be 10 feet. Let's be away from the teleslicers. I'll be 10 feet here. And I'll use my 60 foot of fly speed. Demogorgon's somewhat out of the water. Or is he fully submerged?
His heads are sticking out.
I'll hit those. I'll fly over to here. It's a bonus, not a bonus action. As a regular attack, I'm gonna hit this. Hopefully, hit this guy with a booming blade. This is at normal, because no advantage for me.
19 misses.
Rip. Alright. Use some movement to fly around this side. About to here. Should do it. I'm going to blast 60-foot cone. Which will get these guys, I think.
Yeah.
So it's a bonus action. I'll hit them with the Draconic Transformation Breath Weapon.
Demogorgon fills it, so it takes the full force damage. Then the Wash Trail makes it, so it takes half. Now for the Teleslicers. Both make it, so take half. But that still is 25 for them.
Vulnerable to force?
No. Only
Why is
cold and fire.
Why are they taking half if they make it then? Or taking normal if they make it? Cause
Yeah, they're taking they take normal because oh yeah, right, my bad.
You're good.
Never look a gift horse in the mouth.
I'm allowed. It's my gift horse. I got it. Alright, with that, I use remaining of my movement. 15 feet this way, and roll that d20.
You do get an opportunity attack because of that.
I do? Alright. Let's see if I instead get obliterated.
30 to hit.
Damn. Yeah, that'll hit. 2 damage. I'll have to use my reaction. I don't have anything to do anything. I don't have, yeah, that's just gonna hurt. Alright. That's a DC...
41, so that's DC 20 con check. Or save. Made it exactly.
Woo! Alright, so let me take that 41 damage. And roll that dice. I teleport away.
5 more Teleslide.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. I'm spawning ads.
I will same thing. If I don't, I will roll initiative when the next round starts for them. Alright, then at the end of Sue's turn, Demogorgon will take its last legendary till it's its turn again. And let's see. It will do another tail attack on Beauregard out of frustration. 32 will miss because of the shield. Good thing too, because look at the damage.
Oh yeah.
Alright, Beauregard, your turn.
And this in front of me is like a deep pit of water, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will bonus action activate the winged boots. And just fly right at his head. And do my best, no longer at advantage. Correct?
Correct.
Okay.
That hits.
And of course, I will use my last level 4 spell slot, if I may.
Yes,
And
you
I will
may.
owe you 2d8 because it's a crit.
Alright, 31, 62, 102 damage.
Right between the eyes.
Which one? Which one?
Oh, there's two of them. So could I I hit one with the first swing, and then on my whichever, like the one that's speaking normally. You said to my head, so I don't know which one's speaking normally versus the high pitch. So just the one on the right gets it, and then I'll do a big aerial spin and come down for my second swing.
But that one misses. Hit me once, fool on me. Hit me once, fool on me. No,
I'm so confused.
You die! You die! Die, 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 die!
And then I'd use 10 feet of movement, but because of mobile, I am immune. Not immune, but opportunity attacks can't be taken against me if I make a melee attack. So I hit, and then all I can think of is I once watched like 5 minutes of an anime and watched the character literally just like jet backwards. He didn't turn or anything. He just like boom, and he was backwards. So I think that's what it looks like. Trying to draw Demogorgon out of his water.
It is Teleslicers. And they will fly towards the wash trail. Doing 13 damage. One and a con save for the wash. Succeeds. Next Teleslicer. All attacks hit, doing 55, 30. And then cons made it. Last Teleslicer. Uh, 27, 30 damage. And then a con save. Made it. That was
To quote a lizard man I know. To quote a lizard man I know, it's all part of the plan.
Then the other wash trail's turn, who is not injured by Teleslicers. Let's see. What will it do? Yeah, it can actually. Who does it see as a bigger threat? Sue's not there. Beauregard. How high in the air is Beauregard flying?
How high were the heads on Demogorgon out of the water? 10 feet?
More like
I don't know how
5
big
feet out of the
Demogorgon
air.
is.
Like only
Okay.
the heads were sticking out of the water. The rest of the body was submerged.
Well, I'm thinking he's like 15 feet up, just enough where he's getting that aerial thing where he can swoop down like a hawk does.
Alright, I'll do that. This 1-2 is Beauregard. 3-4 is Corin. Goes for Beauregard. Moves a bit to here and throws a sprout at Beauregard. Strength save. You made it, so you only take half damage, which is 8 acid damage.
Half of 8, or 8 is the half?
8 is the half.
Okay, cool.
Alright, then it is Demogorgon, whose legendaries return. Let's see what he can do. I have to read a spell real quick. Because he's gonna try and cast a spell.
Cast Meteor Swarm, I'm safe.
I can hit anyone but Sue. But both Beauregard did the most damage to him. So he's going to cast it on Beauregard. Why would he? Yeah, YOLO. Feeble Mind on Beauregard.
What's its DC?
Let's see. It's DC.
Just don't roll a 1. I would guess. He's got like plus
I would
30.
assume too, but like.
No, it's not that high. What kind of save do I owe you?
I'm looking it up real quick.
It's an intelligence saving throw. Yeah.
Yep. Plus 23, and I can add 5 more to this with my
Yeah, but
other thing. 37.
You make it, so you take nothing. As they try to basically reduce your mind to nothing.
Yeah, see, that would suck if I had to make it.
It would have sucked if it went through. Like if I double nat 1 that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is Demogorgon's. Demogorgon is going to go out of the water and walk towards here. It prefers staying in water, but now that its plan has failed, it will do this. Corn, your turn.
Oh boy, that's a lot of slicers right there. We do not like those. But the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna shoot at the Demogorgon. And we're gonna try and I don't know if we'll be able to kill him, but we'll try and hurt him at least. Yeah, so we're gonna shoot him in the face. One of those faces. 23?
That'll hit. Doing 22, 52, 61 damage.
Oof. Second attack.
That'll hit. Doing 10, 20. How do you want to do this?
Great. I'll do one arrow will hit each of its heads, and then as my bonus action, I'm going to try. Is this like foliage over here? Like there's some foliage or something like that? Because I will move over here, and I'll use my bonus action to try and hide.
You may do so. Yeah, they didn't see you.
Perfect. That's my turn.
Alright. Then it is a Teleslicer's turn. And it will use its... Oh, it doesn't need to even... Those will all hit, doing... 2 wounds. Next Teleslicer. This one. There. This is Sue's form from Summon Plant Army. Hits
It
once.
only works in this specific forest.
Made it. Samira's turn. Who will... She wanted to upcast that. So that is... Alright, doesn't do any extra damage. So she wanted to hit these back telescopes. Let's see. Plus 10. She kills them all there in the back. Plus one more here. Also fills it, takes the full damage. That is her turn. Then another Telesplicer's turn. Let's see. This one flies towards Beauregard. But it does have to dash to get to you. And another Telesplicer. Also flies towards Beauregard, but also has to dash. Sue, you return.
I'll be 10 feet this way. Alright. And then I'll fly this way. I'll try and bonk this guy. Is that normal? Bonk.
That'll hit. Doing 38 damage.
Use some movement to arrange myself like so. Yes. This looks like it'll work. Does he get an A-up?
He will attempt to bite you.
No.
Miss.
Bonus action. I'll do the breath weapon again.
Alright.
Kaboom! I'll try and exclude Beauregard from it.
So something like this.
That's perfect.
That is 70. Give me a sec.
Yep, so it had to be 10 feet shorter.
So this. One excluded.
One excluded? That'll work. That's fine.
That's destroyed. And now the roll.
Before my turn ends, I'll say, hey, this isn't concentration. Can someone just dispel this off of me? It's only 3rd level, and I just bamf.
Alright, roll the dice.
I don't bamf. I'm fine.
You do not bamf. Then it is Beauregard's turn.
Okay, now look at these little plant things and go, I'll be with you fellas in a second. I'll dispel the magic.
Alright, no more blink, so that means no more new teleslicers.
There we go.
Hey, they did have an advantage.
You know, summoning my own ads is kind of nice for a bit. I might do this again if we fight a Tarrasque or something.
Beauregard, anything else you want to do?
My temp hit points were down to 2, so I will re-up those.
Alright. Then it is a teleslicer's turn. Beauregard is the only one it can reach without dashing. So we'll go to Beauregard and attempt to cut him. Fail. Fail. Fail! Demogorgon has been sent back to the abyss. Corin, your turn.
Oof. Yeah, what we'll do, since I'm hiding, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'll shoot this teleslicer that's in the water.
Alright. He's flying over the water.
That's fine, yeah. Oh, I no longer have this on. There we go.
That'll hit. And that'll kill that one.
Then I'll look over at one of the teleslicers facing Beauregard. I'll shoot this one that's way over on the right.
This one here.
Yes.
Alright. That'll miss.
I'll use a point of lucky. I'll reroll just because I can.
That'll hit.
And this is my bonus action, which is really good.
Yeah, that teleslicer is gone.
Fantastic. And then now I can now that I've got the sneak attacks out the way, I'll normal attack finish off. Just the weakened teleslicer.
This one here.
Yes.
20 will hit. And that'll kill that one.
Alright, that's my turn.
Then it is a teleslicer's turn. Right next to Sue.
He wants me.
Cut. 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
15 will miss, I assume.
15 misses.
And Leech will hit.
5. And then Constitution. I got 2 concentrations, but first we'll do this Constitution.
That is a failure. That means a level of exhaustion.
I have 2 levels of exhaustion. And then Concentration for the 2 damages.
And that teleslicer is completely cured, and you have a hickey.
I have another hickey.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Those you do make. Alright, then it is Samira's turn. Who will... Let's see... Sue, do you need me to help you?
I should be fine.
And she firebolts the teleslicer next to Beauregard. 28 will hit for 74 damage. She burns it away. That is her turn. Sue, your turn.
Booming Blade. I'm gonna hit this thing again. Boom. Oh, I think I miss.
Yeah.
Oh. I'll follow that up by just Kamehamehaing it with my breath weapon. It makes it, so it takes half.
Beauregard, your turn.
I'm gonna fly up 60 feet, actually.
And you do get an opportunity attack from the teleslicer.
That's fine. I think it's slower than 60 feet, so... I might be wrong, though. So take the app. Edits. He went for the leech. He's going for the exhaustion.
Mm-hmm. And we forgot your wound damage. You take
Thanks.
9 damage from the wound.
Minus 9. That's minus 93, minus 9. There we go. And
Then it is Beauregard's turn.
gotta make another Constitution saving throw for. There we go. Concentration. Transformation.
So there's just the one teleslicer left.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just launch from one of the ones. I'll launch a level 2 magic missile out of it.
Alright.
And because I've got that fire focus, it will be fire damage.
Mm-hmm. Alright, that is 15, 20, 40 fire damage. The teleslicer is still standing, but very weak. Corin's turn.
Well, we'll try to finish off this last teleslicer. He's just sitting down there in the water. Or he's up, but wherever he is.
That'll hit. That'll kill him. Well, 5 healing for... the only one that can heal is Sue, so... Sue, we skip over to your turn.
I take some damage.
You take 1 wound damage. And then you have to heal... Yeah, then you have to heal yourself for 5 to get rid of it.
Yeah.
I could always heal you as well if need be.
That's okay. One moment. Range, 30-foot radius spheres. What I can do. How close can I get together? Could Samira have moved downwards so I can get us all in a nice little heal?
No, because it's not her turn yet in the, she didn't
Oh,
go there,
that's
yeah.
Right. Or didn't we skip her?
Yeah, but
Oh,
she
no,
couldn't
we-
do
no.
anything in, so
Yeah,
this
that's
is
fine. That's fine. I'll just fly over here, 60 feet. I'll lay down a healing spirit at 6th level. One sec. So that's 21 healing to me.
And then we can end initiative.
Alright, we got another 5 uses of this heal. So I'm gonna click this. I'm just gonna use this with the Corn actually. Corn, go ahead and hop into this and heal.
I'm gonna hit Sue with a greater restoration.
And 1 level of exhaustion for Sue is gone.
Thanks.
And then after a turn, I will hit you with another charge out of the staff, and we'll get rid of your exhaustion. But my staff of curing is down, so.
Okay. 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. He gets 1 more.
If that's all of them, then it's plus 93.
There you go. So you're getting all of them except the first one. So you're getting however much that is.
It's 93.
93?
Yeah.
As for telesplicer leaves, there were 8 telesplicers that came in, so 16 leaves could have been looted.
Absolutely.
And, of course, Demon Blood also has magical,
It was 109.
magical uses, which can also be drained, but that does require a successful survival check to drain the blood from the Demogorgon corpse. Also, Corrin has no idea what you can do with Demon Blood, because the Demogorgon definitely isn't a native from here.
Makes a good sauce for fried food. If you, sweeten it a lot and reduce it. But I will absolutely harvest them.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say,
go for
unless
it.
somebody else planned on it.
Also,
I mean, we
Demogorgon
still have
skulls are-
we still have 2 hours of daylight travel that we can do before we rest for the night, or try to.
I rolled a 1. I'm not harvesting shit.
So
Sorry,
what
guys.
happens is, like, you open it up, and then all the blood falls into the water, completely ruined. As the
Rip.
Demogorgon has become unharvestable.
Sorry, guys.
like, in float.
Or maybe we'll get lucky and we'll find another Demogorgon.
Yeah, there's about 5 of them, so as far as I know. Maybe there's more. But we succeeded. Let's walk on. The next hour goes off without any problems whatsoever, as you guys need to take a long rest. But now you don't have a magnificent mansion anymore, so how will you take a long rest?
You got that rod of safety.
Yeah, I'm just reading up on if I want to use it. Because it'll take 24 hours off of it for 32 hours off of it. I mean, we might as well.
I mean, this would be the place, right?
Or we can stay out here and get more components trying to kill us.
Well, we can stay up in it for up to 200 days divided by the number of people. So, I mean, yeah, I don't think that'd be necessarily an issue. 8 times 4 is just
Yeah, already
32
did that.
hours. So it's just a day and 12 hours off of 200.
Well, we could leave the wizard out.
No, we can't.
I would really not.
So I will select, because I get to pick when I cast it who goes into it. I will select all 4 of us.
Thanks.
Alright.
Like we all 3 go in, and then 2 seconds later, Samira gets sucked into it. Just to make her worry.
Uh-oh.
Seeing Samira isn't around and just sort of glare at you for a minute till you bring her in.
1 second. Alright, and you guys inside this realm get a perfectly fine long rest.
Oh, nice. I can't replace that blink spell without expending downtime, so I'm gonna have to wait till the end of the session to get that back. I have a spare though, so I'll be alright.
As you all take your long rest, rest well without any problems, the next day comes. As you walk further onwards towards the exit of the Telesplicer Forest. 1 hour goes by without any problems.
Nice.
2 hours go by without any problems. 3 hours go by without any problems. 4 hours go by without any problems. 5 hours go by without any problems. 6 hours go by without any problems. And you're 1 hour removed from reaching the exit of the Telesplicer Forest. But then Corrin recognizes why. Oh, why nothing has gone wrong today yet. Now you finally spot it. You haven't seen these in such a long time. You thought they were extinct. You hoped they were extinct. But then you see the flowers. The head explosion.
Ugh.
Alright. 1 is Samira, 2 is Beauregard, 3 is Sue, 4 is Corrin.
Classic.
In that moment, you're like, oh shit. There's a head explosion in my head and can terminate any moment. We need to remove it out of my head. And the only way to do that properly is by a very good medical check, by drilling a sharp knife either through someone's nose or ear, or go into the pocket of its eye, of the person's eye.
I will quickly explain that I need a medical lobotomy as quickly and carefully as possible.
Basically, what Volo did in Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah, I'm going to explain. Look, I can guide you through doing it. I've done it myself a couple of times to other people. Now, unfortunately, I can't do it to myself, but I will. It's not like I'm going to be unconscious. It's just going to be. I'm going to try and guide you through it. Whoever is willing to do this, but it's going to be very difficult to do.
Can I keep some of your brain when we're done?
If things go correctly, none of my brain should be pulled out. Hopefully,
Okay.
but
Okay.
I mean, if
Nah,
if you mess this up and the plant triggers my head, it'll explode out from my brain. So yes.
And
Okay.
if you mess this up in another way, you will be scrambling his brain.
That is also true. Yeah.
I don't know if this will help, but just in case, I'll put a death ward on Corin.
I don't know if death ward will work because it's not damage. It's just instant death. It's an
This is
instant
gonna
death
be
trigger.
funny if it works. Or you have one hit
Yeah,
point.
but
It's
honestly,
what
it just
it's-
makes me feel better because I can't do anything to help otherwise.
Sure.
Guidance.
Yeah.
Because this
I
requires
will,
a very good medicine check.
You also
Which-
have that one ability that lets you add 5 to skill checks.
If none of you are willing to do this, I'll attempt to do it on myself.
Of course I'm willing to do this. It sounds like fun.
Okay, but we
Yeah,
need
see,
an
that's
actual-
why
we
I'm
need a-
saying you probably shouldn't do this. If you're saying it's gonna be a fun time, that's the problem.
As Samira says, I think we need a medical plan of Yushins. Who actually of us is best at practicing medicine?
Probably me.
I'm pretty good at it, but I don't.
you
If
can't-
anything, I could do it. Yeah, I can't do it on myself.
No.
So unfortunately,
Uh,
which this is why this is the worst scenario because I could always just help someone out. But
Stu will recall some stringent medical facts just to show his medical knowledge, and if she can beat him, then he'll let her do the thing.
I'm not that good at medicine either, so here's my attempt. Medicine is wisdom, right?
Yep.
There you go.
It's gonna be me.
Let's see, is there anything I can do to help you?
I can give myself advantage. I'm better at wisdom checks when I'm shifted.
I can give you, I can also give you advantage, but you already have that.
all right, well, whatever is gonna happen here, I'm gonna open up my thieves toolkit. I'm gonna pull out the long set of the small, very thin nail file. Not nail file. Here, let me actually find the. Jeez, the little. There's a small little thieves tool that is a spinning. It's like a cork twister kind of piece that's very small. And on the opposite side of that is a small thin point because it's double-sided. And I'll pull that out and I'll flip it to the point side, and it's like okay. Now. The easiest way to do this is you're going to take this and you're going to insert it in through the passage point of my eye. And as I explain how this will work, that's going to be me doing the help action for the medicine check.
Alright. I'll shift, of course, as a bonus action to give myself advantage on wisdom checks. I can do
Alright.
it once a long rest, and here we go.
This is plus 17 for me.
Well, the advantage didn't matter.
So let's see, that's 32, that's 42. That is a failure.
You also have guidance?
Inspiration to reroll.
We still have to roll the guidance. Because it could 42.
Oh, I got
And
you.
I can add 5.
So let's see what the guidance. 43 is still a failure.
Alright. I'll re-roll with the inspiration you gave me earlier.
Alright.
I don't re-roll at advantage, right? Just normal?
Yeah, just normal.
Oh, yeah, much
Alright,
better.
now give me a sec. So that's 35.
Plus 17. Yeah.
35 becomes 42 becomes 52. That is a success.
Can I describe how I do it?
Yes.
Right. Realizing where this seed is, I just take advantage of the way regenerate works. I take his spike, I put it rather than going through his eye or anything, I place it around his head, and I slam through the spike with my hammer as hard as I can, ramming it clean through him, like a tiny little hole left there in his brain, and then I just slap a regenerate on him, which repairs all the damage. He won't remember the surgery at all.
And then the head boom has been successfully removed. As you basically see at the place where Corin's brain is, you see like a little white flower is growing on 4 sides, completely white, and you have to hold out and you pluck it out.
That's a pretty flower. Fuck
And
off.
now Corin knows that this is a head boom area, and one must cover all their bodily holes to avoid getting this thing attached into your head.
I could do that. I don't know about the rest of you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna grab my.
I have a solution for that for myself.
Oh, that's good. All right. I'm gonna pull out cloth from one of the kits and tear some pieces. Cover all these, my nose, my ears, my mouth with the big part of the cloth to wrap it up, and all that.
And how about your eyes?
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
going full on.
All right. Bo,
So
what are you gonna-
basically he takes a wrap and he basically wraps up his entire head. Nothing getting in here.
what do we have for Bo?
You turn to look at, he's just covered in metal. I just gotta cover my eyes.
I don't think that's good enough, but don't call me a
Yeah.
stickler.
We might need some form of airproof barrier, from what I'm understanding.
How long are we planning on traveling through here?
About an hour.
We have 1 hour until we're out of here.
Alright, give me a second to look something up.
I have an idea, actually. Are you able to breathe underwater?
I am not. I don't think he is.
He-
Unless he has a magic doodle for it.
I could summon a water elemental and stick him inside of it. He might have a magic doodle for it.
I was planning to cast True Polymorph on myself, turn into an ooze, then slither out of here, and then turn back to normal.
Ooze. I guess they don't have brains.
Also,
be
I could technically also, much better idea from yours. I could True Polymorph myself into an air elemental.
That's what I was gonna do. I was just gonna wild shape into an air elemental.
Yeah, I don't have that ability, but I can True Polymorph.
No, that'll work. And if you start getting lost, I can speak Auran. Well, we all speak Auran, so that's fine. We just gotta know if Bo can find a way to breathe underwater.
He just waves a ring at you while he's looking through his gear.
Does it breathe
He's got a ring of
underwater?
water breathing. Yeah,
That'll work.
ring of water
Alright.
breathing.
Give me an hour. I'm gonna summon a.
Why don't you just turn into a water elemental instead?
Because then I have a water elemental.
Okay.
You raise a perfectly valid point, but I also want a friend. Assuming I can get one. Then I'll be the air elemental.
she also morphs herself into an air elemental. As you all go out, and basically some of you are holding Corin's hand as he is blinded, or do you already have blind sight?
I have blind sight, yeah.
Yeah, you don't need any hand holding.
Yeah, that's why I was
Breathe
like, I could
underwater,
just
right?
do that,
Or
no
yeah.
problem.
Sorry?
Is Corn able to breathe underwater as well?
Yeah.
No.
No. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, it's technically not breathing underwater. I just partially amphibious, which is I could breathe partially underwater for an hour.
You want inside the water elemental?
Ew. I don't want to be inside another person.
It's not
But-
another person. It's a water elemental. It's literally water.
I'm fine. It's fine. I gotta be able to feel the ground in front of me, so I know what I'm doing here. And I've already wasted all the stuff on my face.
Okay.
Now it went like, I already wasted all the stuff on my face.
Yes, exactly.
This is funny.
As you guys take your last hour, and now you are out of the Telesplicer forests.
Finally. All we need to over here. That's the teleport. There it is.
He said words.
Subface. Wait. Beauregard, how long does that telepathic bond last that you casted?
Only an hour, but I can re-up it because it's a ritual. So I've been floating in this thing. Yeah, I picture like, you know how like when a fish dies, it just kind of rotates. That's been Beauregard this whole time,
Yeah.
and he just ritually every time we needed it, he's been ritually upping it.
So
What's-
should we remove those bands from Corin?
I mean, his hands aren't tied. He can do it himself.
Yeah, you see Corin, he's gonna start walking. He walks a couple of feet further out before he'll then start
Feels
slowly
different
removing.
ground, and then it's like,
Yeah.
oh, now we're safe.
Yeah, he'll then start taking off all the stuff before looking over and be like, okay, we should do this quick now that we're here to just teleport to the city
Alright.
as fast as we can. I'm
Give
gonna
me-
pull out some stuff that I have from there, but I haven't been there in 2 years, so yeah.
Give me a good description of the city as best as you can, and that'll make teleporting much easier.
Okay, let me pull up whether the city package has. I forget.
Here you go, I have a map.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, in the center is a small built-in castle. There's a lot of there's a whole city around it, and then we have various outcrops and farms built into it. There is a wall, like a physical wall, but it's not really needed, as even pushing out from the boundaries to encompass the land is a barrier that keeps things out unless they're allowed to pass through. There's the stone that it's made from is from not necessarily a quarry. It's just some of the natural stone that's built in, as that's how we carved into it to make the little mountain, to make the castle, because it was easier to do than having to just carry stone and make it. There's I mean, hopefully it hasn't changed since that time, since I've been gone, but it's only been 2 years, so maybe, but I don't know. And I'll just pull out and hold out my compass, since the compass is aligned to the city specifically. For Trelling, I'll just hold it out to her, as that's where it's attuned to and from.
I need a better version than the Roll20 text.
Within the last 6 months. So the associated object won't work.
Yeah, those objects won't work.
Got a description though.
It just counts as a associated, yeah.
Associated.
And depending on if this chart can be read, some of the either.
Yeah, she has a description. So
Yeah.
there's a 43. Let's see. Go ahead, Rudy 100.
Want me to roll the D100?
Nah, she rolls the she does the casting, so I'll roll it. 70 is off target. So you end up somewhere completely different. And I was like, this does not look like the right. I shall try again. Ready? Or
Gotta try.
Wait. Before we do it wrong, could you tell me more about your city? Like, what is like the best cuisine of your city? Favorite food?
Generally, it's just honestly, it's more of from some of the other planes I've been to. Part of what they have, there's some really fancy restaurants that have like a menu of the day, so they change out their menu every single day. Trelling is just kind of like that on the daily, as part of it is whatever food is harvested from the growth and whatnot, but then a lot of it comes from just whatever is brought in or hunted around that time. So it's a mixture. It could be like, it could be a bunch of slicers as like a salad and then put in with like chopped meat from some of these other animals that we've come across, things like that. But I mean, a big part of it has always been the castle. That was because that was when I first found the mountain rock. It was just this large rock that was a couple hundred feet, almost or a few thousand. I'm not sure, but uh, we essentially carved it out. Eventually, we had a couple of spellcasters that carved out into the castle, and then when we started bringing people, we established the barrier, then the towns, then the other things. So really, the castle has been around. I don't know what the stone is made of, but it's always perpetually cool. It's been around forever, as far as I know. It hasn't degraded. There's parts of it that seem like it's grown. It's a weird rock, but it's always just been there and around. A lot of it, I mean, the same goes for a lot of some of the trees, some of the houses were built from larger treekin things that have been around, like trunk-like creatures that were like brought in and cut down and made into the housing and whatnot, things like that.
You can make me a, let's see, a performance check with advantage.
That makes sense.
Alright. Your description was so good that we will move the teleportation from viewed once, even though she hasn't seen it. Alright, so next attempt. 73. Still off target. Alright, let's see what more you can tell me about the place.
Can you see trolling from the
air? It depends how far we are, but probably not. I mean, it's not like it's massive.
Alright.
Beauregard is dead silent, just staring her down.
I'm sorry, like... You know how teleport works. It's not the place it's not a place I've ever been before.
We're doing our best.
And we have 3 more tries.
Could I fly up and take a look around and see if I can spot
you fly up and you look around and you do not spot a city.
That's fine. I'll do that every time we teleport, just to... Because if I do spot it, I can stride to a tree that's nearby it. I just need to see the bloody thing.
Alright. Let's go. Focus, Samira. Focus. Alright, what more can I know other than that? You said about a wall. Why was the wall built, and how does it look?
Well, originally the wall is just made of the natural like hill kind of terrain, and we just built up upon that to make a physical wall. But then the magical barrier was made after we started bringing in people because we wanted to try to create a more safe land for people to just live. So then once we got enough mages, that was essentially how they keep it up and constructed is the barrier, which is a couple, it's miles and miles big, covers the entire city, and it sort of works like a pass wall, although it's not exactly your typical. It's not just a spell. It's more of just a barrier that allows passage in between. We keep guards around it, but more than anything, they're just people that can allow entry for those that come around, or if we bring or let people out. So it's kind of like having a large drawbridge that's a force wall barrier thing. I'm not exactly, a mage, but when we set it up, that was essentially how it was described to me as the goings and workings of it. We keep most of a quarter, like some of the mages, we have not just, normal casters, but hired on mages that they spend the entire 12 hours casting to putting energy into the wall, and then they swish out shifts to others to put energy into the wall, and that's how it's maintained. Things like that.
Okay, that's amazing. Those walls are very important then. Alright. Go ahead and make another performance check. This time normal. 29. We upgrade her. As she learns more from trailing to seen casually. So let's see as she does it another time. 91. You are in trailing.
Yay!
Yeah, sec. We have arrived.
We did it.
Thank God.
As you see, one of your workers, or your mage worker, Novus. Corin, you're back!
Oh yeah. Yeah, we've returned. Is everything good? What's going on?
No! Since you've disappeared, we've been on constant attacks in the city. And we have something far worse. Now, if you look outside of the window, look.
Yeah, I'll run over, quickly look out, see what's going on.
You see that the entire city is dark, but it is like lit up by torches and fires. Because the outside of the dome is dark.
Oh.
You see the darkness? It is the middle of the day. When you were away, a meteor hit the dome. It did not destroy the dome, but the meteor spread out, and inside the meteor were bug-like creatures.
Oh my God.
It's the Daves!
You know of them?
No. I don't
No,
know
I've never
anything
heard
about
of
Daves.
such creatures.
It is
but
called
are
the
they
Daves.
dangerous? Oh, are they?
Yes. And they are a plague. We can't go out to gather resources, so we have to go out with teleportation parties to small rounds. And if a wizard dies along the way during a expedition, that means the expedition does not have any way to get out. So the only way to get in and out of Trelling is through magical teleportation. Now.
Great.
And we've been stuck in here for about 2 years now.
Oh,
We
so it
don't know
happened
we don't know how to solve it. We have learned a couple of things. They have when they attack someone in a large group, their damage becomes ridiculously high, and when they are gathered up and you try to pain them, they have a immense protection. And then Samira says, "Yep, that's the Daves. But I can help you guys by with beating them. It does require a lot of lessons, though.
I mean, if we can get this removed from the barrier so that way we can return to our passage, that would be fantastic. Uh, yeah, we should start whatever it is right away. If you,
Alright, do you have other people that also need to follow these lessons?
oh, I mean, as far as like the other adventurers, if they're not here right now, then they're not here. But we do have guards and some mages that would probably be, it would help to learn.
Do you have a school where we could do all this presentation at?
Yes, that
That'd
would
Yeah.
be it. That
There's
would be
education
perfect.
and whatnot around here.
Alright.
Awesome.
So, she was like, so like the entire city is dark, and it's like basically a Dave hive has formed around the dome, and she explains. She's basically doing. She says, "Luckily, I have a good friend named Chaperone who has dedicated a lot of research on defeating Daves. So, and I have memorized his book, Chaperone's Guide to Hunting Daves. I shall tell you everything you need to know to defeat the Daves." And she basically goes on a very long classes and lessons to defeat the Daves, where you will get potential downtime if you're a good student.
Yay!
During this time, I'll mention to her, now that we're here safe, the next time we rest, before you begin this, you could try to send a message to your sister, because if she shows up here and there's Dave, she's might not. I don't want her showing up outside the dome or something, because that would probably get her killed.
Also,
If what
we
you're
should
saying
probably
about
figure
the
out
I do not have a spell to contact my sister.
Oh,
do we
well,
have a
then in that
piece
case-
of wire? We should contact Kadelka. She's probably still on the plane.
yeah, for sure, we could try.
So how this works is now you will get your 1 year of downtime.
But only for good students.
But only for good students. So, and you might potentially get much less, or so she basically takes like multiple days every day to teach everyone one chapter out of the book's Chaperone's Guide to Hunting Daves. And it basically requires to succeed only a DC 15 intellect check. The course does take a year to complete. And for every point that you go above the initial 15, you do the course 1 month faster. So if you rolled a 17, you get 2 months of downtime. If you roll a 27, you get the full year.
Could it be any intellect check or just a straight intellect check?
It is a straight intellect check, but you may use you can only use your own abilities. You may use your own abilities to increase that check, give yourself advantage, or any other of the other things.
Like enhance ability.
Yeah. You cannot use your ability to help others with it, though.
Gotcha.
So you could use guidance as an example as well. Read a page, guidance. Read a page, guidance. Read a page, guidance.
Gotcha.
I think
I also
can
have
use enhance ability.
enhance ability. Yeah, I'll definitely use it on myself. Just during this, then.
I'll cast it. So I get that spell as well, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'll enhance guide, and I'll be using my flash of genius on myself.
Yes.
I do have a question. So I have a magical item called the Ring of Puzzler's Wit, which is it says when you make an intelligence check, you can expend 1 charge to grant yourself advantage. So instead of using the spell, I mean, it doesn't really matter. It has 3 charges, but and it's not attunement. But I mean, it does the same thing as enhance abilities, just so I don't spend the spell slot in case I need it for whatever reason.
You can do it like that.
Okay, that's fine. It does
I'll
the same
probably-
effect, but it's yeah.
I'll probably actually transform into a smarter creature. I could probably do that. Unless it states that I keep my mental scores. Hold on.
So it's just a straight.
True polymorph, if you want to do that, changes your mental scores. So yes,
Yeah.
you could change yourself into a smarter creature.
I don't know if I get true polymorph.
I don't know if druids get it either now.
I think they
Okay.
do. If it's just an intelligence check,
Bard, wizard, and warlock.
here we go.
If for some reason you got a 9th level spell as a warlock, I suppose.
Oh, thank God, 21.
21. That means that Corin, you get 6 months of downtime. Beauregard, and you still have your other things. So that's 20, and then it becomes 25, right?
That gives me a total of 25.
Alright, then you get 10 months of downtime.
Let me see if I can cheat any other ways. Nope, sure can't. So, it's just straight intelligence with advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, I am
Nope,
a terrible student.
you need to take the entire year. You're trying to figure out, every time you ask questions, is how to cook a proper Dave. And then
But
Samira
how
tries...
do they taste? Are they salty? Are they stringy?
They are poisonous, and if they go inside your body, they can survive in any form of form. They can reform and turn you into a Dave and burst out of your belly.
But
And
is that
like the new Dave...
process described as salty, savory, or stringy?
In the meantime, Beauregard has translated the book into his native language and just hands it to her and walks off.
Well, she doesn't have the book on her. She basically says it out of memory. So you could basically write what she writes down and
Yeah, could I be doing that?
yeah.
Because I do have the scribe thing that I can, as she's saying it, I'm writing it in my native language, but then I'll have to translate it into a different language.
Yeah. Because her intelligence is 27, so she has literally the entire book memorized in her head.
Oh, her and Chaperone have the same intelligence. Actually, he has 1 intelligence higher than her. That's crazy. That's actually wild.
So you're saying no one has ever discovered if it is, spicy acid poison or if it's slow.
They're not for
tingly
eating.
poison.
They're supposed to eat you. But
in fairness, Sue eats a lot of stuff that's not for eating, like avocados.
Avocados are good.
But you all get one benefit from this, from these lessons. Normally you needed magical items to protect yourself from their abilities, but because you took the year-long course, that means that all of you can ignore their hive protection and Zerg rush.
Nice. That's
So
super
they're
helpful.
just basically just a flat Zerg.
Yeah, Jesus, thank God.
Yes.
Those abilities are OP as hell.
This is 20 years of chaperone research.
Good, because honestly, that was the goal of the book. Is that listen, normal people have to have a 1% chance, and this is the best way to do that. Jeez.
And with that, we will end today's session.
Does that mean that?
Oh, I almost forgot one thing that she does tell you, that the Zerg have evolved differently. Now that heroes killed the Zerg Queen, and now that they are steeringless, they have a new sort of leader. Those are weaker than a queen, and they are called Dave Meisters.
Dave Meisters.
I love this so much. This is the greatest joke in the world.
As for Kodolka, does she manage to get around, or is she outside her year?
She'll get the. Basically, I'll imagine that she'll teleport in next session, and then we'll just do the rolls, and then
I
It's
see.
downtime, and she can just use it after that session with the downtime.
Gotcha. Okay, good. Because I was gonna say, if she doesn't have the Hive Protection and Zerg Rush immunity, she's literally gonna die like
Mhm.
day one.